Welcome to Business Math and Personal Finance. Today I'm going to be going over the Chapter 3 review exercise, which is in your Practical Math Applications book, page 121. I'll go over 2 to 3 of each of the sections, A, B, C, D, so on, and then that'll leave you some that you can work on your own to make sure that you have a good understanding of how to do it. Okay, now we're ready for our Math Chapter 3, Part C. We're going to be writing the percents as fractions and then reducing them to their lowest term. I know I can just almost hear everybody, because we have to deal with fractions, but we're not going to be dealing with them much, only to reduce them to their lowest term, so it's not going to be too bad. I'm going to go ahead and show you. We're going to have to remember some of what we did in our foundational math in order to get this done. So with number 21, I'm going to put 9%. The next thing I'm going to have to do is change my percent to a decimal. So I'm going to put my little key up here. 1 equals 100%. When I'm going from a percent to a decimal, I move the decimal places 2 places to the left. So I'm going to go here. When it's not shown, that means it's behind there. And I'll move it 2 places, 1, 2, 2 places to the left, which will make it 0.09. Now that I have 0.09, I need to determine what place that 9 is in. So that's in tenths, and that's in 100ths. That will tell me that it's 9 100ths, which also looks like this. Now I have to think really hard. Do I know anything that will go into 9 and 100? And I don't. So 9 100ths is in its lowest form. Now let's do number 22. I start with 12%. Now I have to change that percent to a decimal. When I'm going from percent to decimal, I had to move my decimal 2 places to the left. So here's my decimal, 1, 2. That'll make it 0.12. 1 is in the tenths place, 2 is in the 100ths place. That means that I'm going to put it over 100. Now, they're both even, so right off I know I can divide both the top and the bottom by 2. If I take 12 divided by 2, I get 6. If I take 100 divided by 2, I get 50. Now, they're still both even, so I know I can again divide them by 2. Now when I take 6 divided by 2, it's 3. And 50 divided by 2 is 25. 3 and 25 don't have a common denominator, so I know now I'm at my lowest form. 3 over 25. Okay, that leaves you the others to do on your own. Well, I take that back. We'll do number 24 together. We're going to pretend that we don't know that 1/4 means 0.25. And instead, we're going to get out our calculator and we're going to remember that that line right there means divided by. So that's the same as saying 1 divided by 4. And that's what we're going to press in on our calculator. 1 divided by 4. And we get 0.25%. percent. Now when we're going from percent to decimal, we move it 2 places to the left. So here's my decimal, 1, 2. That means that it's going to be 0.0025 in a decimal. Now I'm going to find out my places. There's tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10 thousandths. So I will put 25 over 10,000. I know that 25 will divide into 10,000, so I'm going to divide them both by 25. That will go one time, and this one will go, I believe it's 400, but let me just put it in on the calculator and make sure. 10,000 divided by 25. It is 400. So 400. So my answer is 1 over 400. If you didn't automatically know that 25 would go, you probably did recognize that 5 would go. So you could keep doing it by 5 until you eventually got to 1 over 400 as well. That gives you several that you can work on your own. If you have any problems, be sure to let me know.